So I started my preparation around 6 months back when I had made up my mind about pediatric surgery. And Marrow was the first thing I began with. I took out all my books and I also logged into the Marrow SS program. I had absolutely no doubts about how much help it will be because I was very, very, very confident about it. Marrow has been great in the preparation, not just for the general surgery part, but also for the pediatric surgery part of the INISS exam. Most of the questions I was able to answer based on all of Sir's lectures itself. The videos are concise, they are very specific, and not only do they touch the basics of each topic, but also the recent advances. So if you're doing the videos, then you don't need to do anything more than that. And also, if you look at the questions, the MCQ discussions which are there, they are more than enough to finish in 10 days. I think I was seeing about 4 to 6 hours of videos per day. I take my own notes. I prefer to read from my own notes. And so I was watching the videos at around 1.7 or 2x speed sometimes. So I'm so surprised to listen to Sir talking at a normal pace because I'm used to listening to a faster version. Right. About 2 days or 3 days before the exam, I had taken a look at the MCQ discussion videos, which were absolutely great. Especially the trauma module is so effective. I mean, things like calculating abbreviated injury score. Nobody teaches you that in MS, you know. And and when you taught that, it was a revelation for me. So, but yeah, so overall, it was a great recap, very fast, very quick, and very effective, I think. Apart from that, I think revising the Marrow notes, the general surgery part itself, helps to cover a great deal. Agar utna yaad reh jaye, that's more than enough.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rohan Khandelwal. I'm your Marrow Surgery SS faculty, and I'm honored to be interacting with Dr. Tanvi Luthra, who's secured rank 1 in the recent INISS exam in the pediatric surgery part. So heartiest congratulations, Dr. Tanvi. That's a great result. How are you feeling? How's the feeling
Thank
at
you
home?
so much. It's still sinking in, sir, I think. We are waiting to take a short holiday before everything begins to kind of absorb this. It feels great. Thank you so much.
Right. So, while we were interacting, you said that urology was your first choice, but then you drifted towards pediatric surgery. So please tell us for how long have you been preparing for pediatric surgery, and where has Marrow helped you in your preparation?
So I started my preparation around 6 months back when I had made up my mind about pediatric surgery. And Marrow was the first thing I began with. I took out all my books and I also logged into the Marrow SS program. I had absolutely no doubts about how much help it will be because I was very, very, very confident about it. Marrow has been great in the preparation, not just for the general surgery part, but also for the pediatric surgery part of the INISS exam. Most of the questions I was able to answer based on all of Sir's lectures itself.
So, Tanvi, you said that you'd watched my general surgery lectures. Now, if somebody is preparing for future exams, like you have the NEET exam in 10 days time, and I'm getting messages from students saying that, you know, can we finish general surgery in 10 days? So how much time did it require you to finish the general surgery videos, and how many hours were you devoting to the videos every day?
So the answer to the question, can you finish general surgery in 10 days? I think yes, because the videos are concise, they are very specific, and not only do they touch the basics of each topic, but also the recent advances. So if you're doing the videos, then you don't need to do anything more than that. And also, if you look at the questions, the MCQ discussions which are there, they are more than enough to finish in 10 days. To answer your second question, I think I was seeing about 4 to 6 hours of videos per day. I take my own notes. I prefer to read from my own notes. And so I was watching the videos at around 1.7 or 2x speed sometimes. So I'm so surprised to listen to Sir talking at a normal pace because I'm used to listening to a faster version.
Yeah. No
And
worries.
I used to note down, and I have also revised.
Our interview will also be heard at 2x only. That's how students listen to us now. So yeah, please carry on.
That's so true. Once I had the notes down, it also helped a great deal in the revision. I think you can revise very, very fast from your own handwritten notes. And then I had also, just about 2 days or 3 days before the exam, I had taken a look at the MCQ discussion videos, which were absolutely great. Especially the trauma module is so effective. I mean, things like calculating abbreviated injury score. Nobody
Right.
teaches you that in MS, and and when you taught that, it was a revelation for me. So, but yeah, so overall, it was a great recap, very fast, very quick, and very effective, I think.
Great. So that's what I've been replying that, even if you have 10 days now left for the NEET SS exam, please do watch the general surgery videos. And if they can even devote 4 to 5 hours every day, they can easily finish in 6 or 7 days. And,
Yes, sir.
you know, uh, the exam this time, the general surgery portion, out of the 40 questions, how many do you think were easily attempted, could have been attempted after watching the videos? And even the pediatric surgery part, how many questions could somebody attempt just based on their MS knowledge?
Sir, actually, this time the pattern was not clear initially when the INI the form had come out, because they had just mentioned that there will be a portion of general surgery and a specialty also.
Right.
But eventually, when I gave the exam, it was a 40-40 division, equal. And out of the 40 questions of general surgery, I was able to answer at least 25 to 27 questions based on the general surgery videos which I had seen.
Okay.
Also, in the pediatric surgery part, it was quite basic what we learn in MS, and also what you have covered a lot extensively in your general surgery videos, because you have amalgamated each part of pediatric surgery in each of the modules wherever relevant,
Right.
like for example
Yes.
GIT or plastic or cleft or all of those. So that also helped a lot in answering the pediatric surgery questions. I think around 80 to 90% questions I was able to answer from the modules.
Great, great. And somebody who's preparing for pediatric surgery specifically, which are the books which you would recommend them to read for preparation for various exams?
The pediatric surgery chapter, which is given in Schwartz, is way more extensive than what is given in Bailey and Sabiston. So that helps a lot. Also, as sir had mentioned, and I last minute quickly read the fetal surgery chapter from the 21st edition of Sabiston. Not only is it important for the exam, but I think also it tweaks your interest a lot, because it's a new and upcoming research oriented field. Also, I think Koren is one of the books that our professor used to refer to, the pediatric surgery professor, during MS. So that also has been really, really helpful, at least the physiology part and everything, which is given in great detail.
Great, great. So two more questions, Dr. Tanvi. One is, what would be your advice to students who are going to appear for the NEET exam in 10 days' time? What would you have done if you were preparing in the last 10 days?
So I think now is the time to not pick up new things.
Right.
Unless it's maybe one or two, latest edition things that are, or AJCC updates, for example. Like there's a new update on gastroesophageal cancers, apart from the C word. And then there is the fetal surgery chapter, like you mentioned, in the 21st edition of Sabiston. Apart from that, I think revising the marrow notes, the general surgery part itself, helps to cover a great deal. Agar utna yaad reh jaye, that's more than enough. And because even that is voluminous, even though we concise it, but it's still a lot to remember. So I think revise and revise. I think that's the best thing to do, I think.
And going forward with the new pattern recommended, where it be more general surgery heavy, what would be your advice to somebody who's in second year or third year of their MS and is aspiring to do MCH later on? What would be your advice to approach their preparation?
Sir, I think the most important would be to please take your MS exams very, very seriously.
Right.
What we read at that time, the amount of time we get to read these, big, bulky textbooks, all the editions, even, for example, Roshan Lal for recent advances, or the Sabiston, or Schwartz, or Bailey. The amount of time we get at that time, you will never get it during the preparation for your MCQ entrances, because you need to do questions also. You need to look at everything in a, from a bird's eye view. So
Right.
focusing on the MS part is very, very important. General surgery itself is very, very important. And there's no sailing through without that, because now we are very clear that the NEET pattern will be totally general surgery based now. And even the INI exam.
Yeah. So you also said that you use the Marrow Q Bank. How did
Yes.
that help you in your preparation? And how many questions were you solving on a daily basis?
Sir, actually, the Marrow Q Bank is extensive, but it is super informative. It gives you like a quick recap of everything you've done. Plus, there are a lot of clinical vignettes and image-based questions.
Right.
And not only did I do the Q Bank for surgery, I also attempted the radiology part, because in our super specialty exams, we get so many, they just give you a CT and they say you have to tell the AST, let's say, from organ injury scale of that organ.
Mhm.
So those, only when you see the questions can you understand at that time. And another thing that Marrow has really helped me in is that the second stage of INI, which is an interview. For
Right.
that, they ask you a lot about your thesis, like what were your
Okay.
protocols, what were your research methodology. And for that, I had cheated and I had used the PSM
Yes.
videos from Marrow. so,
Great.
so I had kind of taken that bit from there, the epidemiology and the research part. I had seen those videos.
Right. So great. So I think so that is one advantage with Marrow, that you get access to the entire Q bank
Yes.
and to all the
Yes.
videos in addition to the surgery one. And like you're saying that whatever knowledge, wherever you can get it from, it ultimately helps you when you're
Exactly.
appearing for any exam.
Exactly,
So
sir.
thank you very much for sparing time and talking to us, Dr. Tanvi. We wish you all the very best and heartiest congratulations from the entire Marrow team. Any parting
Thanks.
comments for those who are preparing for the exams and for the Marrow team?
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, to you, a very, very big thank you. I owe a very big chunk of my success to you and to Marrow, definitely. You might see me come and kind of meet you at your hospital. I'm very inspired by your work also. And
Definitely. It will be an honor.
and as far as studying for the exams are concerned, I think general surgery is going to be the new, big league of our exams. So
Right.
I think sir is going to have to kind of cater to all of our problems. And it's just about seeing the videos, taking down notes, and then looking at your own notes again and again. I have my highlighters again and again and
Right.
again in my notebooks. So that's all I can say. Thank you so much, sir.
Great. Thank you very much. Your hard work is finally paid off, and all the best for your
Yeah.
future. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Tanvi.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.